Hey, all you Atlas Earthlings. Welcome back. Bronze Dragon here, once again, coming at you saying thanks for dropping by. As always, I appreciate the time you spend with me. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe on the video if this kind of content brings you value. Okay, right up front, I want to say bem-vindo to all our new users in Brazil. That's a big welcome to those in Brazil. The big thing that happened this week right up front. Now, in this video, we're going to get into it. It may be old news for some people, but I wanted to go ahead and cover it since some new users may not have heard it. Anyway, these are the top 5 things that I'm looking forward to in Atlas Earth in 2025, and I also have a few honorable mentions as well. So let's jump right in. Okay, all these items were listed on the 2025 roadmap by Manning when he put it out late last year. Some of this stuff may have changed, but I didn't see anything as far as updates as far as any of these items being taken off the list. A lot of these things that were mentioned, there were not a whole lot of details, but there's a lot of them I like, and I put them in a little bit of an order as far as what I'm looking forward to. Okay, number 5, parcel and avatar customization. Okay, so we didn't really get any information around this as far as particulars. But just from the naming convention, there's going to be some way to customize your parcels as well as your avatar. Now, more than likely, this will come at a cost. It will probably be Atlas bucks. Who knows? They may give some things away. They may weave these into the monthly challenge ladder. Who knows? But for those of you who have been asking, this has been a popular item on the list as far as people asking for it, as far as being able to customize your little astronaut man or woman. It's on the list, and I'm looking forward to it in 2025. As far as customizing parcels, be pretty cool as long as the cost is as long as I feel like I'm getting good value for the cost. I've never been one in games to spend just on customization just for the artwork's sake. Nothing against the people that create the artwork. A lot of this stuff is looking pretty cool. It's just I've always been a person that in a game I could look like a patchwork mess. My character, as long as I got the best stats I can field at any one time, I don't care if I match. So, but I'm not the target audience for this. It's kind of the target audience for this is the people probably also that buy the legendary parcel upgrades. So either way, I'm looking forward to it, but it was the last on my list as far as top 5. Now, number 4, crypto redemption. Their description said that they're going to add a safe and secure way to redeem rent into crypto with the most common cryptocurrencies in the marketplace. If you catch up with any of my other videos on my channel, you know that I'm a Web3 player. There's several Web3 games that I like and I play, and I've been playing for years, so I'm very into the crypto scene. I was a miner back in the day before Ethereum went proof of stake instead of proof of work. So I'm very into that. Now, am I going to use a lot? Who knows? But I like the availability if it's there, because if you play some Web3 games, you can take rent out and get it over into your Web3 games as cryptocurrency and use it that way should you want. The way it's set up now, I like it perfectly fine as well too, because I use the PayPal savings, and it sits there drawing me interest. So either way, I like the idea of the availability being there. I know a lot of you out there turn up your noses at crypto, but to each his own. But the more options we have, the better. That's the way I feel. Okay, number 3, landmarks and auctions. This has been coming soon in the game for longer than I've played it, and as far as listening to everybody talk about it, it's been coming soon for years. So Manning tells us that this is going to go live in 2025, and their description says this will bring the ability to compete for landmark design as well as an auction for these landmarks to the highest bidders. There are thousands of landmarks globally, and we plan to have regular design contests and auctions. Okay, this is a very interesting piece. We all probably think, or I think, that these landmarks are going to go obviously to the top bidder on the auction, but these are going to be the high dollar ones. These are going to be the top players in the game. Maybe if you have a local landmark and there's nobody playing much around you, you might be able to score one for a decent price. I don't have any details other than it will involve making Atlas bucks off of them. When they release the full details, I will definitely do a video just on that. But the piece I like here as well, that I didn't really understand or remember until I got back in and read the details, is the fact that they're going to hold contests to actually design the landmark. I'm taking that as the artwork or some such like that. So if you've been keeping up, I've been doing videos. Manning's been releasing contests, not a monthly, but maybe every other month or so on Reddit, and they've been giving away one, two. The current contest, Valentine's Day contest, is giving 2,500 Atlas bucks away. That's $100 worth if you buy it. So this just seems like it's going to be another contest that's woven in there that's really cool, that will allow people to submit designs to in some way design the landmark and then go ahead and bid on it. So very cool. It gets number 3 on my list. Now, number 2, more badges and boost levels. And their quote on this was, "We have lots of fun ideas to expand badges and also add more badge boost tiers." Okay, so we've talked about this a little bit. There are a lot of players that are toward the top end of the game, and they've got their maximum amount of badges that give their 25% boost, and there's really no reason for them to buy more badges at this point, except for the monthly challenge, which is having them buy more badges to pass the challenge if they go ahead and do it that way. Well, in 2025, we can see that they're going to reorganize the boost tiers, and I don't know how they're going to do that, whether that involves reorganizing the first few tiers, or whether that just means stacking a few tiers on top of that. But it's nice that they say that they're going to have fun ideas to expand the badges and add more tiers. So that means that they're trying to think a little bit outside of the box. We've already seen them add more badges, a specific badge for the challenge ladder. So I can see a reimagined system where maybe you had other badges for other things other than just city, state, local, and country, right? So definitely cool. That rates number 2 on my list. I haven't gotten anywhere near to the top of the ladder as far as badges go. I'm still working on my 20% boost. But I like the fact that maybe I might be in that position once this comes out to take advantage of it. And I'm sure a lot of the people at the top end of the game who already have been sitting on their max allotment of badges for a while are looking forward to this. And number 1 on my list of things I'm looking forward to in Atlas Earth in 2025 is the AMP program expansion in the US. Now, I just heard a collective groan and sigh from those people outside the United States. I know it's one of the most frequent comments and questions I get from people outside the United States. What is the AMP program? Why don't we have it? The only answer I have for you is that it comes down to credit card laws and that the company's working on it. Okay. Because the way I see it is they're making good money off of this. You know, this is the AMP program is one of the higher money earners for the company, as far as I know. It's very heavily weighted in the challenge ladder, so that's what my assumption is coming off of, right? So my assumption is that if they could have it live in your country, they would. But there's something that is holding them back, and that is usually red tape around banking laws and credit cards. Now, let's take a look at a little bit of details that they had mentioned about this here in the United States, okay? So the expansion in the U.S. is going to include gas, convenience, and grocery stores, which is awesome. But this is things This is money we spend on a weekly basis on needed items. We all need gas. We all need groceries. Oh, I guess you don't need gas if you live downtown in the city and you use a bus pass or something. But you still might stop in the gas station for a coffee or something. Wawa's around here have great coffee. I prefer their coffee over Starbucks. But the convenience stores and the grocery stores, groceries, they're through the roof. And they're just going higher. And don't even get me into that. But either way, if you're lucky enough to get a grocery store around you or a gas station around you on the AMP program, there is a source of plenty more Atlas bucks for your Atlas Earth journey. Now, that's my top 5. Now, I have 3 honorable mentions. These are other things that are going to go into the game this year, but they didn't quite make my top 5. Number 1, the community feed. There's going to be, you know where the feed is, there's going to be some option to switch over to what's called a community feed. And this will have ways where you can actually share things in, if you've been in an MMO before where you can type in local chat and stuff like that, that kind of thing, where you can share things in chat and share, whatever you're doing, So it's that kind of idea. My only holdback on this is it will be pretty hard to use for me as far as actually reading or communicating in it because the font is so small. Okay. I'm an older guy and I require glasses to read, and it's tough for me. I have to kind of put the phone just right to be able to read the feed now. So while I think it's cool and it would give more communications to the community, you could go ahead and communicate right in the community feed. It'll be nice, especially if they have various channels. Maybe you can create channels so that you can have a specific group of people you're communicating. All this would be nice, but if you wear glasses, it might be a little bit hard to read. Either way, made one of my honorable mentions. Good stuff. Number 2, new mini games. You all know me. I'm not big on mini games. They are a good source of Atlas bucks if you can dedicate 2 hours every few days to that game to play, plus a few hundred Atlas bucks, and get good at them. I'm terrible at them. And so I just do enough of the mini games to get by on the challenge ladder and leave it at that. But there's some people that get really good at them and make a fair amount of Atlas bucks. So I'm not putting them down. They made my honorable mention. The new mini games that were mentioned were rock, paper, scissors, and trivia. I might like trivia. Who knows? I know a lot of trivial things. My brain has plenty of space wasted by trivia. And the last thing on my honorable mention list is one new country a month. So you heard my shout out to Brazil and welcome at the beginning of the show episode. That is the country for February. January was Japan, and they're going to continue to roll out. Manning had said that they had planned and have everything pretty much ironed out to be able to roll out one country a month in 2025, and they gave a specific call out to South America, the Middle East, Europe, and Asia, which is pretty much the rest of the world besides maybe I almost said the USSR. That shows my dating, but that part of the country. Either way, this has been Bronze Dragon with my top 5 plus some honorable mentions, things I'm looking forward to in Atlas Earth. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to in Atlas Earth. Otherwise, this has been Bronze Dragon, and I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy. And hey, I'll see you in Atlas Earth.